Yo, let's do it. Let's go. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good day, having a good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the country. You understand? It's all the same in the game. What's happening with you, Mr. ATM Sports?
Man, it's a Sunday, so I'm living righteous right now, man. How you living, my boy?
I'm living righteous too, my boy. That's what we got going on, man. You already know it, man. You already know it. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to JJ the Mime, one of the prime haters in the space, you know what I'm saying? Hating on the UFL. Back-to-back champion stallions, you know what I'm saying? They just be hating all day long. But shout out to Marcus McFarland. Shout out to Dak Owens. Bring them baskets, you know what I'm saying? He changed his name up all the time. Shout out to Hallelujah in the building. One of my top supporters, man. He be showing love. Shout out to Darnell Lamar in the building. Shout out to Bernard Fields in the building. Hey, man, if you in the building, let me know so you can get a shout out before we start this thing on up, man. You know how we do it in the trap. Yes, sir. And in the liquor store, you know? Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You already know it, man. Let's do it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's go. Yes, sir. But you already know, first and foremost, we got to make sure them haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do, and you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this thing jumping around the corner, man. Shout out to all my folk. Let's do it. Yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Hey.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the
We
same
just trapping
day.
on a
Ain't no
Sunday.
looking back,
Yeah.
came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
Just let them hate. Hey.
that what make them
Let's
hate.
get
That
it.
what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting cake
And they just in the way. Hey.
That what make them
Let's
hate.
go.
That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting cake
And they just in the way. Hey.
Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's do it.
You ain't in on the team, you just a ball boy.
I'm real high.
Used to rock knockout, but it's real now.
I'm real fly.
Bitch, I probably average your career.
Let's do it.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' a deal. Yeah. Long live CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That shit turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run of them comma. For the summer, run of them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way a ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain, yeah. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the
We
same
just trapping
day.
on the
Ain't no
Sunday.
looking back,
Yeah.
we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
Just let them hate. Hey.
that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey,
And we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey.
that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey,
And we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey. What's happening? Yeah. You might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching us through your cell phone. But I promise you, we drunk trapping on a Sunday, baby.
trap.
What's happening, Mr. ATM Sports, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling like the Dallas Cowboys need to hurry up and get the September the 4th. I'm ready to go ahead and beat the dog breaks off of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm getting tired of the talk, the hoopla. You know, I'm ready for the smoke. But outside of that, man,
I had to hit a button
outside
off.
of that, you know, I'm tired of Stephen Jones and them, you know, trying to shop, you know, at the Goodwill. I'm tired of them trying to go thrift. But, you know, when they do stupid stuff, man, West be saying some crazy stuff, but he also say some real stuff too, man. One thing that Cuz said, man, shout out to West Coast Cowboy. One thing that Cuz always says, man, sometimes you gotta make stupid smart. Right? Sometimes you gotta make stupid smart. Like it may be a situation where it's not ideal. It's not really the path that you would have taken yourself. But if you take that path, there is, you know, the right and wrong way to do it. You know, let's say that you trying to build a house. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you're trying to build a house, and you're not gonna go to no professional. You finna go get somebody off the street to do it instead of professional, a licensed contractor.
Somebody with a tool belt.
Yeah, somebody with a tool belt. Now, I'm not saying that, that it can't work, but I know it ain't gonna work. You need to go get anybody. So you might need to go holler at the Mexicans down there at the Home Depot. You might need to go and holler at that crackhead who got years and years of experience. He just be on dope a little bit. You might need to go You might need to go and find a better alternative than just getting your cousin them. Your cousin is a mixtape rapper, and he don't know what the hell he doing. So my point is this: you can make stupid smart. You can do something stupid, but still go about it in a smarter way than normal. So the Dallas Cowboys, they're thrift shopping, but they talk about thrift shopping at the UFL. That's why we're gonna talk about it at the back end. Stephen Jones said, "Hey, we ain't got nothing big planned, but we damn sure gonna spin the block on the UFL." That's basically what he said. So we're gonna talk about making stupid smart. I don't just want anybody from the thrift store. We gonna thrifting. I'm looking for vintage. I'm looking for vintage Jordan, vintage Nike. I'm looking for some stuff at the thrift show.
Shout out to Spock. Can you save me? On your channel, man. So read that super chat. Salute, man. So thanks for the support.
Indeed. My boy said, "What's up, fellas? I stepped on 25 Commanders fans, white feelers today. Started my day off right." My boy did the fool this morning, man.
Shame on them for having white feelers on. Shame on them. Go ahead.
Nah, hey, he did the right thing, man. And listen, like it's not gonna be an easy division to win this year by any stretch of the imagination, man. We got the Commanders in our division. They made the NFC Championship game. The Eagles won the damn Super Bowl last year. So, we got to make sure that everything is on point. So that's why we're going to also start to show off by looking at Eberflus now.
Yeah,
now,
I'll say, go ahead. Because I wanted to say something about what you said, but you segue too good then. So go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, man. So I'm sorry. He said I segue too good. I'm going to take that as a compliment. So, hey, man, we're going to talk about Eberflus. And let's keep it real, man. Defense wins championships. Last time I checked, you ain't had a championship caliber defense in a while. You can say what you want. These boys are averaging 30 points in the playoffs. They're giving up 30 points on average in the 5 playoff losses. They're giving up 157 rushing yards in the last 5 playoff losses on average, and over 170 in the last 4 playoff losses on average. So you ain't got no championship defense, y'all. You ain't got no championship defense. They getting abused, spanked. The young folks talk about BTA, which is built to ass. That's what your defense been getting in recent history. So is Eberflus the guy for the job? Is he gonna come in here and change the defensive mindset? Is he gonna be able to help us stop the run? Is he gonna be able to help us, get back to form? That's gonna be the real question today, man. And we'll see. I ain't got no narratives to push because I put the numbers together, but I ain't really, went over them. We're going to do that together today. Me, you, Landlord, the chat. We finna look at that today. So that's why I'm excited about it. Raw, unfiltered numbers, and we'll rock out and see what it tells us. We'll see what the metrics tell us instead of the other way around.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to the intro goddess in the building, man. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? She be having us right over there with the intros, man. So y'all make sure y'all go check her music out. She got some dope stuff over there, man. Y'all missing out. If you ain't checked out, you got us over there, man. She going crazy. So make sure y'all do that, man. Support the people in the space, man. We appreciate y'all. So you ready to go up in this thing, man? Go crazy?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Let's start.
Let's do it then. Let's do it. Trap topics of the day. You already know how to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some things to discuss. You understand? All right, shoot.
Ooh, Jesus. Real quick, shout out to Hallelujah for the cash app, too. My boy said fire content. That's a real one, man. I appreciate you.
Salute to him on my end, too, man. I appreciate you.
That's true. So, I did find this out, Landlord. He was calling the defense. For the Chicago Bears.
So, he was the head coach and calling defense. Okay.
Yeah, man. Listen, me and Landlord, we have some fire conversations away from the that we were talking about. We hear about a lot of guys that are head coaches that call the offense. You don't really hear about a lot of them that are head coaches that call the
defense as well. Yeah.
So Eberflus was one of them. It didn't go well. So let's pull it up.
All right.
At least not last year. Like last year, it didn't go well. So since the bye, Matt Eberflus defense is giving up the following offensive yardage output. Against the Washington Commanders, who we played twice, he gave up 481 yards. We played the Arizona Cardinals this year. He gave up 350. We don't play New England, but New England had a rookie quarterback. Gave up 328 yards. You cannot name their wide receivers over there. You can name Stephon Diggs now, but you couldn't name them boys last year.
Facts.
We played the Green Bay Packers. His defense gave up 366 yards. Minnesota, we played them. Their defense gave up 452. The opponents are moving the ball at will. They're converting third down and fourth downs with ease. There is nothing left to hang his hat on. And remember, this was around the time when everybody knew he was going to lose his job. Because years prior, 2022, 2023, the Bears fielded good defenses. There were good defenses those years. But you had the issues with him not having good clock management. You had the issues with him not getting along with the offensive players he had over there. Like, that's one of the reasons why a lot of folks don't think that Keenan Allen would have came to Dallas. And he did not like Matt Eberflus. So, everything was going wrong. The only thing he could hang his hat on was the defense being a top unit. And they were getting built to ass. As I mentioned, they were getting destroyed. And that was one of the reasons why they say, you know what, this is just not working out. So while he did field a lot of good defense in the past, last year was not one of them. They were getting humiliated.
So it don't look too good far as those numbers, like initially. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we can say, to be fair, I'm pretty sure we got some better talent on defense than the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that helps us out. We got different coaches over here. And like I said, he can solely focus on being a defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't work out when they trying to do everything. They trying to extend themselves in all these different directions. Some people just need one task, one mission, and you know what I'm saying? You get the best out of them. I feel like it's a lot of coaches like that. And maybe it's Eberflus the same way. Like, I didn't hear too many bad things about him when he was solely a defensive coordinator. But as a head coach, I mean, that is Chicago too, though. Chicago, I ain't saying it's all their fault, but I'm just saying Chicago ain't been the greatest place as far as football go as of late. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mr. Ledbetter Luca with the $1.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir. He says we should have just kept Zimmer. I said the same thing, but I don't think the Cowboys was willing to you know what I'm saying, do that. And I don't know if Mike Zimmer even wanted to come back. Like, ain't he just done? Like, he just retired or whatever?
He retired.
Yeah. And he got that young girl over there, man. You already know how they get.
He need his energy.
You know what I'm saying? He went and got him a young girl, and it's over with. So he retired.
It's a wrap. It's a career.
She got all his energy. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna have nothing else left. He ain't gonna have nothing left for coaching after that. But yeah, you want to move on to the next slide?
Yeah, of course, because this is why people are excited about Eberflus, the defensive coordinator, right? Because Eberflus, the defensive coordinator, has not failed, at least in recent history. One real positive for Matt Eberflus is his defense's knack for causing turnovers, ranking in the top 10 in the league when he was defensive coordinator in Indy, 2018. I remember, this is them taking the ball away, right? They had 26 turnovers. That was top 10. 2019, they had 23 turnovers. That was 10th. 2020, they had 25, which was 5th. 2021, they had 33 turnovers, which was 2nd in the National Football League. All right, so you can say a lot of things about Eberflus. You can say that his defenses are vanilla. You can say they play a lot of break though blend. I should say, you can say, hey, they don't blitz enough for my liking. I don't like the fact that they only rush 4 and drop 7. A lot of the times, you can't say they don't turn the football over. You can't say they don't get turnovers. And when you get all those extra possessions, it gives your offense opportunities to put up more points. It keeps the opposing offense off the field. So I do like that facet of it. I like that facet.
Yeah, I'm with the turnovers. Like, you do need them, but we know, like I said, depending on the turnovers, it's like trying to pay your rent with the parlay. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. And like I said, man, everybody, I'm sure I speak for a lot of people. When we was playing Green Bay, I was just praying for a turnover, bro. I'm like, Lord Jesus, just give me one turnover, man. I need these boys to stop. But like, I want to see some of the tangible stuff we can hang our hats on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to see, like, red zone defense, or, you know, how good he do on third down and stuff like that. I want to see that improve on this football team. Turnovers ain't been an issue since we had Dan Quinn. We even got him last year, didn't it? Like, it was still okay last year under Zimmer. And
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I don't feel like we got a lot of turnovers last year.
I think the defense played decent a lot of the games. You know what I'm saying?
We got a lot of sacks.
Down the stretch. Yeah.
We got a lot of sacks, but I don't know if we got a lot of turnovers. They said we had 22. They said we had 22 turnovers.
So, well, I don't know where that ranks, but I think we did fairly well on turnovers last year too.
I think we did all right. I think that was like top 10. That's crazy. You got sacks, you got turnovers, you still got 40 points hung on you. Down there every other week.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I want more tangible things. Because like I said, turnovers just random. They basically random acts if you think about it. What is your defense when you're not getting turnovers? That's what I want to know about our team. Because we done lived off of them for a long time. I want to say, hey, my team is not giving up 7 in the red zone. That's what I want to see. I want to see that come from my team. My team ain't giving up 7. I want to see that. So if I can't really get that out of my team, I don't know how confident I'm gonna be in it. But shout out to Miss Patrice on your side with the $10, man. We appreciate you.
All right, let me read her super chat real quick. She said, y'all stay teaching. Love y'all. How about them Cowboys? Miss Four Flats in the building. I ain't seen in a minute, Miss Patrice.
I ain't seen in a minute either, man. She coming in.
I hope all is well. Yeah, I hope all is well. Hope you and yours been good. Peace and blessings upon you and your family. And thank you for coming in and showing love to us on the Sunday, Miss Patrice.
Absolutely. We appreciate the love, man. We do. Shout out to Dono Holmes in the building too, man. We appreciate you. But salute to our people. But yeah, man, we just need some more tangible things that I can get excited about. Like, turnovers is not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Turnovers is not one of them. Like, I do like the fact that you are, you know, a team that gets them, because before Dan Quinn, I remember when we just couldn't get them at all. Like, we couldn't get them at all, like, for years. So I'm not taking it for granted. I'm just saying I want that in addition to other things that's tangible that I can pack up with me and take that to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I could pack up the fact that my team is stingy in the red zone. I could take that to Philadelphia in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I could take that.
I agree.
My defense is stingy in the run game against Philadelphia. I could take that to Philly with me. It's things that I want to be able to do that I can hang my hat on, and turnovers is just inconsistent for me. You know what I'm saying? I done been through that. I got withdrawals about turnovers. You know what I'm saying?
Withdrawals,
it's like, it's bad, bro, because I was fiending for them in the playoffs, and we just didn't get them. It's just like, damn. But like I said, the red flag's always been there, though. You know, that's why you should never criticize people when they speak critically of your team, even after a win, because we preparing you for things that can hinder you in the future, right? So we like, man, if we wouldn't have got that turnover, you know, it could have got sticky. You know what I mean? So when we look at it like that, a lot of them times, them teams was moving the ball on us. Boom, they going down the field, up and down. And then all of a sudden, you know, somebody get a turnover and it'll save the day, and we forgive everything and forget about it. But that don't happen all the time, and then when it don't happen, we be in trouble. But shout out to Miss Patrice on my end with the $9.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, man. Salute for the support. We appreciate you. But let's continue, man. You want to go on to your next one?
Of course. Let's do it.
Yeah, I like the fact that he ranked high, though. I like that.
All right, shout out to Jack Sanborn. We got him. And listen, this is Jack Sanborn when he was with the Chicago Bears. I thought it was interesting to see some of the things he said about the defense while he was in there with them.
Okay.
All right, so he said Jack Sanborn on what he likes about Matt Eberflus as the play caller. Good. I mean, obviously the first time with him is obviously been his defense for a while. He knows it very well, but I'm curious, Tremaine kind of is listening to him to hear exactly what he is saying, but it felt like we were kind of sending more pressure earlier in the game and stuff like that. Definitely aggressive and knows what he wants, knows what on certain plays, certain down and distances, situational ball. Can definitely trust him to put us in exactly the position that we wants to be in. I thought it was interesting to hear from him. Also, you got another $9.99 on your end, my boy. Well, you got another $1.99 on your end.
Oh, yeah.
Sports Guru.
Salute the Sports Guru with the $1.99, man. I appreciate you. He says, can Flus improve the run and situational defense? That's yet to be seen. That's the type of tangible things I'm speaking about, Sports Guru. I think that's more important than anything else. Them are tangible things that you can pack up and take with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, turnovers is just, you just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We learned that the hard way. Like, we can't depend on them, bro. We just can't. So, and they erase everything. They're a great eraser too, right? If you get some turnovers, man, you will win games you don't even supposed to win. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People can dominate you on the ground and you just getting turnovers and, you still survive and end up winning the game. So,
yeah. Think about it. They done drove the whole field, get to the 15, and they done threw a pick.
Facts. Shout out to Dono Home for the cash out, man. We appreciate you, man. You already know he'll go into space with the support, man. Like I said, y'all just don't know, man. Those little contributions, they go a long way for people like us. We ain't got the biggest channels right now. We ain't got all the endorsements and all the shiny stuff yet. So we really run out for what y'all give us for the most part. So, if you got a little spare, man, it goes a long way on here in the liquor store and in the Trent app. Shout out to DMV in the building, man. Hey, salute. We got to do some work, Mr. DMV. We got to do some work, sir. We got to do some work. We got some, I'm sure we have all our best conversations on the phone, unfortunately. So we got to give these people some of that good work, DMV, for real. So, hey, man, link up with me. Let me know when you're available, man. We got to give these people what they need to hear.
Indeed. And hey, shout out to Donald Holmes on my end as well. And absolutely. To answer my boy question from the super chat, his calling card is he's had good run defenses. Now, like I said, that wasn't really the case this last time around in Chicago this last season. They weren't a good defense, period. But over the course of his time as a defensive coordinator with the Colts, they have very good run-stopping defenses. Can he duplicate that? I'm not sure. We ain't seen him call a single play for the Dallas Cowboys yet.
Yeah.
But, that's one of the things that get people excited about Eberflus. He does have a track record of being able to stop the run. The question is that going to translate here for the Dallas Cowboys, what he's trying to do?
Facts. Yeah. And I like the fact that pretty much ties into what Guru was saying, what Sanborn said. You know what I'm saying? If the players feel like that he's putting them in the best situations, that's all that matters for the most part. Because you want your players to feel like they getting utilized properly and have the confidence to be able to make the plays when they come their way. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting up here like, man, I supposed to be over there for real, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really concentrating on the task at hand. And that can hinder you from being a better player or the player you're supposed to be and being able to actually impact the play on a play-to-play basis. So, yeah, man, I see that it seems like he's a players type coach too, for him to say that, because some coaches be like, they'll come with a scheme and be like, hey, my scheme is the scheme, and if you want to be on this team, you need to do these things that I'm lining up for you. Like, I don't care if you've been a man-to-man corner your whole life. We play zone over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people come and make their scheme dominate, and I don't think that's the best way to do it either. I feel like you need to maximize what your players do well and then try to implement their skill sets into your team. I think that's the best way you can do it to be successful. You want your camaraderie to feel good in your locker room and in your rooms too. So if you get that type of stuff, I feel like that'll make your team even better. You know what I'm saying? When everybody feeling good and on the same accord, you gonna get a gangster team. I know if you a real sports fan, man, some people like, y'all, I know y'all feel me. Like, it's certain teams, well, they might not even be the most talented team in the world, but they such a good team, like as what the word means. Like, they so together, they so for each other, they work so well together that they just a hard ass team to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the togetherness that makes their team even better than they supposed to be. They play way over their head. So it's a lot of teams that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Larry Woods hit you too, my boy.
He retracted it, so I don't know what happened. It said it retracted. I ain't never seen that before. But
let me see.
Yeah.
Let me go look at something because it didn't say it on my end. Let me go look.
It might have been. He might have meant to send it to you or something. I don't know.
Nah, let's go see what's going on with that because it's sort of strange.
Yeah, it's all good. But let's continue to the content though.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but I think I done seen teams like that. You know what I mean? You know what I meant? ATM, you done seen teams like that too.
Overperform.
Yeah, they just so together and just, you like, man, that team look lit to play for. You know what I'm saying? Like, them boys, like, they together and they stepping by each other. That's a hard team to beat when you get them in that type of mode like that. So, yeah, that's what type of team I'm trying to be.
Yes, indeed. And you are right though, but that comes with the camaraderie. You know, that comes with the unity. That comes with time playing with one another. You know, there's a lot that goes into that. You just can't flip that switch. There got to be something that you built during the off season of of being around them dudes, spending time, actually liking your folks, man. Yeah. I know because this is the thing that some folks don't understand about the NFL and locker rooms. There's 50-something folks in there, man. Like a lot of times you're not gonna be friends with every single person that's on your team, especially when you know a lot of them ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? You got some dudes that ain't gonna make the roster. You got some dudes that they're on 1-year deals. Like, everybody, you know, ain't, you know, all kumbaya and holding hands and going, you know, they ain't like that. Like more of like a working relationship. A lot of times for some of these locker rooms, that is like a true brotherhood. And when you do have that extra facet of it, you really do like your teammates. You really spend time with them. You know about their kids. You know about their mama. You know, been at their crib. You've been at the barbecues. Like, that's when you really go to war with somebody, man. Like, this my boy.
You know what he stand for. You know what he about. You know what make him tick. You know what I'm saying? And he know what make you tick. He know if you ain't up to par, he know what to say or how to approach you to get you where you need to be at. Like, that's why everybody perform to their maximum ability when they got a real teammate, real camaraderie, real brotherhood within the locker room. So I ain't gonna act like I ain't gonna take that as, I ain't gonna never downplay that. But to be 100% honest, I do hear a lot of that talk in Dallas right now, and you know, that's all I hear right now. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they walking like they talking. Like, shout out to the Migos, you know? Hope they walking like they talking or something.
Hey, I'll say this though, to be fair. Like, that's all we really can do is just talk about the culture and how hard we're working in the practices right now. Because they don't allow you to really even be physical right now, you know, like the new CBA and stuff. So, like, Shotty is literally counting down the time to where they have padded practices. Like, he keep throwing the numbers out. Like, you know, we have our first padded practice this date. You know, we really get to see and compete, you know, this date. So, I think he's ready too, man. I think there's a lot. I think they realize there's a lot of lip service, but at the same time, man, what more can they do to show it? You know, what more can they do up to this point? So I do think that they really believe in what they're trying to sell to us and what they're trying to build. It's just going to take time before we actually see if it actually comes to fruition, what the hell direction we're trying to go in. Because right now
leads to success. Yeah.
I think they believe in it. I just need to see it actually translate into something. And the issue is it's June the 8th. We ain't gonna see none of this shit for a minute.
Facts. So yeah, let's move along and see what the next thing on the agenda. There you go, Hen.
All right. So again, great track record of coming through on the defensive side of the ball as a DC man under Matt Eberflus. The coach ranked in the top 10 in takeaways, points allowed, yards allowed per game, and yards per carry. So to put that in perspective, they're top 10 in taking the ball away. They top 10 in stopping teams from scoring points. They were top 10s in stopping teams for getting yards per game. They were top 10 in keeping guys from getting a lot of yards per carry. And Eberflus has done this with just one player reaching double-digit sacks in 4 years, and that was old ass Justin Houston in 2019.
That sound good right there now. Trap. Those are the numbers we can get behind right there. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of tangible things that I was speaking on. You know what I'm saying? Points allowed, yards allowed per game, yards per carry. Those are things you can pack up and take with you in the playoffs, on the road, and go pull off an upset or go pull off a win that you're supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? And it's not inconsistent. You got to be consistent to be able to be at the top on these type of stats and statistics in this level. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent. It's not a one game or a weak opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's just been like that since 2018. So that right there says a lot. You know what I'm saying? You can have a good year. You can have a good 2 years. But since 2018, yeah, he's consistent with that. I love it.
Like I say, you can't, you can get, like you said, you can get lucky. You can have a year of undeserved production, but if you're consistently good, that means folks are buying into to your scheme. That means you're making good calls, you're making great adjustments. That means that you're developing players as well on the defensive side of the ball. Thanks. Right? Because that's multiple draft classes. I'm not sure the Colts were a franchise that spends big in free agency like that. I don't believe that they are. So you're teaching, you're developing. And they're buying in. That's what it takes to be a top 10 defensive unit for half a decade, basically.
Facts. You gotta be consistent. Consistency is key, especially in a stat like that. So yeah, that's a good sign that Eberflus, he just built like that. That's what that sound like to me. He just built like that. He just built like that.
Same thing. We can probably skip this one. 10th in yards per game, 4th in RYPG, 10 points. Yeah, the same thing we just went over. Like everything tells you, hey man, like as a defensive coordinator, this is a top 10 defense he puts on the field. They don't really have a lot of guys over there, but outside, I know. Listen, there is one thing, like I do want to throw out there. He did have DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner was his big disruptor in the middle of the defense. 3-tech. So this is gonna be a defense that Maji Smith is gonna have to pick up. This is gonna be not Maji Smith, Osa Odighizuwa. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a defense where Osa Odighizuwa is gonna thrive, and he's gonna have to, because he's gonna be very intricate in what he does up front. Facts. Like a lot of defenses, rely on the 1-tech. His defense relies on 3-tech getting upfield. Remember, he is somebody that was under Rod Marinelli. He wants those guys to get upfield. Remember that when he was with Dallas, he was under Rod Marinelli. Your 3-tech has to get upfield. He has to disrupt. He has to get upfield. So if he was with Papa Rod, I want to do. He still got that run to the ball, run every play. Is that he one of them? I love that. Cause if you watching film, you know what I'm saying? You see some people, like, they'll be a little lackadaisical sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But that goes back to that team aspect that I was talking about, the camaraderie. Like, I don't know, like when you working amongst men, I could say, especially in like an industry that I work in, like a hard-nosed type industry, like you don't want to let your brother down. You know what I'm saying? You look at it like you got a job to do, so you take pride into making sure you handle your business. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody question that, you got a problem with it. You like, hey.
So you take pride in handling your business and doing your job as a man. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with you, though. I agree with you 1,000%. But yeah, high effort, attacking upfield. He is definitely a Rod Marinelli's disciple. So Mike Chappell, interested to see defensive shift now that Matt Eberflus is Chicago head coach. There are areas that drove me nuts, but NDD, yep, it's still the same metrics. Oh, he said, why you think his run, D been legit? They run to the ball, which is fair. Cause hey, I say this. For the most part, you didn't really have bad defenses under Rod Marinelli. Rod Marinelli, he never had talent. That was Rod Marinelli's issue. He didn't have a Trayvon Diggs. He didn't have a Deron Bland. The closest thing he had to a Michael Parsons was DeMarcus Lawrence in the contract year. That man fooled everybody, got them 26 sacks, and then do shit else after that.
He took a lot of rejects and made them get respect. He really did that. Salute to Mr. Larry Woods Jr. I guess he figured it out and got it back right, man, because he came even stronger this time. So salute to him with the $9.99. He says, salute to you, Landlord, for the work, brother, and my bad for that. It was, hold on. He said, my bad for that. It was for my guy, and we won't know nothing until the first kickoff. But win, lose, or draw, I'm DC4L. How about them Cowboys? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now we gonna rep for our team. We gonna root for our team. We ain't gonna never back down, for sure. So you know what I'm saying. But you know how we is. We gonna hold them accountable as well. But hey, it's still gonna be DC4L. We do these type of talks when company ain't here. You know what I'm saying? If it was an Eagle op in here, we'll tone this down all the way. But you know what I'm saying? We gotta give out that medicine when it's a personal conversation. Like we all family in here. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the ops, hey, screw all them. You know, we slapping Eagles, we slapping Commanders and Giants. You know what I'm saying? We on all that type of time. Yes, sir.
Indeed. All right, so let's move along to the next one, kinfolk. You can pass this one. All right, so here it goes. So the Cowboys have better defensive players than the Chicago's Bears. So I would assume we're going to have a top 5 to 10 defense. All right, so let's take a look. Yards per game year 1, and this is actually the Chicago stats. All right, so let's see. He was there for about 3 years. 29th in yards per game, 32nd in points per game. Number 12 in yards per game, 20 in points per game. Year 3, number 19 in yards per game, number 9 in points per game. So I know that it ended bad in Chicago, but for the most part, they did all right. They did okay, Landlord. From what it's saying, they did all right.
Cause I'm looking at it like, bro, I know for a fact that we do have better talent than them, and you need players in this league. Like, just shout out to my coach Greg Pop, man. You know he just retired too, but Papa tell you, like, they ask like, how you did all this and how you did all this. He said we drafted Tim Duncan. And we know Pop is great, bro, but he just let you know, like, bro, you need great players to make greatness happen. So it ain't many things you could do with a subpar team. You can make them play above their means, but after a while, talent gonna end up taking over. Then it's gonna be a landslide after that. So yeah, you gotta have the players, man. You can play your heart out, but if you don't got the talent, eventually you gonna lose. But like, that's the beauty of football. Cause football, any given Sunday, sometimes you might be able to play above your means on that particular day and shock the world. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between that and basketball is like, okay, if it's a playoff series, you might be able to pull off a miraculous win one night, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta win 3 more times. So more than likely, that is a better way to see who really the better team. But the way footballs and injury is, like, we'll never be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we just got one night. You gotta be ready. One night. Mm-hmm. Just imagine if it was a tournament here I guarantee you it'll be different champions for sure. Cause you know damn well the Giants ain't finna beat the Patriots more than one time. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have never happened again. But that's the beauty of football. That's why they say any given Sunday, cause it really can be, man. So yeah, I just think that's the beauty of football to me.
It is. And listen, because think about basketball with single elimination. Think about you just had one game. Think about if the NBA playoffs was like March Madness. Like Allen Iverson would have a ring. He went out there game 1 in LA and beat Kobe Bryant and them. They didn't win another game in the series.
Facts. See, basketball's smart enough to understand what an off night is. Like, you can't have off nights in football. Like, bro, if you gave Dak another try, he probably would have hooped the next day. Real talk. He probably would have had a phenomenal day and smacked them boys around. But that one particular night, he couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like he had an off night. And like, I say this. With this team we got assembled, we can't afford that no more, Dak. You know what I'm saying? Dak can't have an off night these days. Nobody can for real. But, you know, we focus on the quarterback because we understand they do have a lot of stake into this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're not acting like it's only on the quarterback. We just saying that the quarterback has the ball in his hand more than anybody. So, you know, it's very important for them to play well. And typically that's your leader. So you need them to be, you know what I'm saying, leading the pack and showing what can I say? Like setting the tone and the tempo to hopefully lead your team to success. So you really need that out of your leaders and your quarterback.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. All right, what else we got on the docket? Oh yeah, because listen, this was the one. This was the one right here. So shout out to Brandon Lord too. If you ain't actually follow Cuz yet, give him a follow. But they said if next offseason comes down to the Cowboys re-signing either DeRon Bland or George Pickens, who is your choice right now before the season starts? Shit, Landlord, who would you choose? And listen, this is not one of those scenarios. Both is not an acceptable answer. That would be the dream scenario. You keep everybody, you know, you rock out, you have the best talent humanly possible, and you get more talent in the draft in the next offseason. But let's say they had a gun to your head and you can only keep one of these guys unless your brain gonna be all over Alabama.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes. So
it's Trey and Bland.
No, that was George Pickens.
Oh, Pickens and Bland.
Shit,
I'm keeping Pickens. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm keeping Pickens. I'm a wide receiver too. Maybe I'm a little biased, but yeah. I'll say, okay, let's just do this. Who's the better player at their position?
The All-Pro.
You can say that, but I mean, he ain't play up the All-Pro after that.
He hurt.
Did it. He did it.
He was hurt last year, just like everybody else was hurt last year.
I'll say this. I seen one guy constantly whoop all pros, and I seen another guy get smashed by him. So, I mean, I'm rocking with Pickens. I'm not going to hold you. Because I actually seen Bland getting crucified by some of these people, and I seen Pickens whooping most of the opponents that he went up against. I'm talking about defensive players of the year. I'm talking about some of the best corners in the league.
I mean, that's cool, but we can't say who's better at their position because DeRon Bland is one of the better corners. Like he a higher corner than Pickens would be considered wide receivers. So we just add everything in.
I would like to see that. I would like to see that. Like where they ranking Bland at?
Like right now?
Yeah. Compared to what Pickens ranked at. Because I think Pickens would be higher. Real talk.
How so? How high do you have George Pickens?
I think he would be.
No, I'm asking you a question. How high would you have George Pickens compared to other wide receivers?
Well, we can do this on the fly then, because I got to look at them. I can't name the NFL receivers off the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. I can pull them up. And I'll tell you why I think he should go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And they probably, honestly, they probably close to around the goddamn
They
same.
Probably is, honestly. Yeah.
Like we finna do a lot of leg work, but we got to know at this point. But I think they both probably like top 15. I think that's like where you would put them. Like they both like top 15 in their position.
Hold on. I don't know how you pull that up on. Is it a okay NFL? Nah, I'm just looking for like the roster and all the best players, player grades, I guess. Yeah.
I know what we could do. Go to over the cap. We go to over the cap and pull up all the wide receivers.
Okay.
All the best wide receivers got contracts.
All right. Let me see and pull up wide receiver.
Yep. And then you can do the same with corner because DeRon Bland gonna need a contract coming up. Jordan Pickens gonna need a contract. So this probably kill two birds with one stone. We can see how much these niggas gonna want. We can see where they rank all the other stuff.
Hold on, I can let y'all see. I think. Let me see.
Yeah, you can screen share.
Let me see. It's been a minute. I'm rusty. Hold on.
You also from Alabama. Like, y'all didn't have computers till you were 40.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
And my boy ain't even 40 yet. Like I had to send one back in the past for him.
We just got one today.
They discovered they discovered the internet, dog.
Y'all ain't even know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, you ain't never had no internet. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think I know how to do it no more. I'm rusty.
Don't worry about it. I can do it. All
right, let's see. You gonna share it on your home screen then, just in case it mess up something, because I might not know how to fix it. I got to get back on it.
It's okay, dog. That's what I'm here for. Like, this is teamwork that make the dream work, man. So yeah, I got you, my boy. Building
this plane wise in the air. But while you doing that, I can still go over some. I could kind of break it down a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, DK, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he better than Amon-Ra. I think so. I ain't saying his production better, but
Ain't bad.
Yeah, your stuff messing up now.
Yeah, so.
Huh?
Not yet.
It's making your sound go out for some reason now.
My sound go.
Yeah, you sound like a robot now. Is that just me, y'all, or y'all hear that too? I don't know. But let's see. Say something. Yeah, it's messing up. It say you sound like an evil robot right now.
Well,
yeah, you want brains and carnage and havoc. Okay, I heard you.
Evil robot, right?
It still sound evil. You might have to go out and come back in or something. I don't know. You might have a loose wire or something. I don't know. That you good now? Say something.
Some?
Yeah, you good now. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
But we'll just call it out. Screw it. We got.
All right, come on.
We got Jamar Chase. He's not better than Chase. He's not better than Justin. He's not better than CD. He's not better than Metcalf. AJ Brown. I know Amon-Ra got better stats, but I like Pickens a little better skill set wise.
He's too productive. He's one of the most productive wide receivers in the National Football League.
Yeah, I understand that. Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk. I think he's better than Ayuk to me. T. Higgins. He probably ain't better than Higgins. It's probably close though to me. Jalen Waddle. He ain't better than Waddle. Better than DJ Moore he is. He might be better than Devontae Smith. Maybe a little bit. It's close. That might be neck and neck. that might be neck and neck.
Are we going off of skill or just production?
I'm going off of skill because production is let's say it depends on how they use them. See, they spam Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know what I'm saying? They spam him like we spam CD. So they gonna have a lot of production. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people, if they got spam like that, they'll have better numbers. So I just go off of the skill set, to be honest. Some people better in schemes. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just taking advantage of just straight scheme. Like real talk. So I try to break the player down from their skill set.
It goes hand in hand for me.
Hey, Greg, Metcalf and Pickens was close to me too. I just didn't feel like fighting everybody right now. You know, it's close. It ain't just, I like Metcalf. His build a little better than Pickens, but and he been a number one for longer, and you know what I'm saying, he probably got some more production and stuff like that. They skill sets are similar, but I think Pickens probably got better hands. I think. So it just depends on. I think the most efficient way to judge these wide receivers is by their real skill set, like real time. I think that's the most efficient, cause some players might not get the looks, like just like Bateman. Everybody thought Bateman was sorry, but we looked at him and we know he's good. You know what I'm saying? We looking at Bateman like that dude cold. But if he ain't getting the targets, he look like he's just. You seen people comparing this man to goddamn Jalen Tolbert just because of the stats, bro. Trap. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
It wasn't the same because one, Jalen Tolbert didn't have comparable stats.
I know.
But two. I understand what you're saying about skill sets and everything else, but there's it also depends on the skill set we're talking about. When it comes to route running and stuff like that, Amon-Ra St. Brown one of the best in the league. So would he not, being one of the best route runners, having that production and being an All-Pro, would he not be better? I know he can't go on the outside and do the vertical threat shit that Pickens can, but Pickens can't get his ass in the slot either.
I could just say, he's better if you talking production. I'll say that. He's better if you talking production. But if we comparing skill sets, I'm just saying, I'm being honest to God. Like, I don't give a damn how many yards you got. I feel like if I look at that receiver and I look at that receiver and I compare their skill sets together, I'm taking Pickens. Straight up.
I mean, hey.
Because like I said, we judging Pickens off of not having quarterbacks, being in hell, and another dude, what he got? He been over there with the best play call in football, with a loaded squad, loaded team, good quarterback. Like, it's really, that's why the only way you can compare them to, if you compare them by their skill set. They in two different situations, like super different. So it's no other way to compare them.
But they also got different skill sets, Landlord.
Yeah, for sure.
So just because he a fire-ass X and he can go up and high point the ball, got great hands, like, I can't turn around and say, well, this dude that run these good ass routes and creates his own separation and gets wide open and he don't drop the ball either. Like, I can't knock his skill set either. They just play differently.
Yeah, I'm not knocking either one. I'm just saying, you asked my preference. I'm telling you why I think that I would pick Pickens. Real talk. And the reason I say that, if you look at it, okay, if Pickens was in Detroit, do you think he'd be eating like that? Because he ate in Pittsburgh.
If he was in Detroit.
If Pickens substituted for Amon-Ra St. Brown, do you think his level of production would be equal or close?
The guy in Detroit, because they play differently. So the guy in Detroit that more hold on. The guy in Detroit that more resembles Pickens is Jameson Williams. And he a 1,000-yard guy. They would probably use Pickens how they use Jameson Williams. So I don't know.
All I'm saying is, bro, like, I know, bro, you're a very smart guy, and you my guy. So all I'm saying is I feel like that's the most efficient way you can compare them, because they in two totally different worlds when it comes to football situations. This man is in Detroit. These boys been lit forever. Like they offense
Hold
is
on
ridiculous.
now. Detroit just got good.
No, I'm talking about since he been there.
No, how long do you think Amon-Ra St. Brown been in the league?
I ain't gonna say since he been there, but you know what I'm saying, bro. Detroit offense has been legit one of the best in the league for how many years? 2, 3, 4 years. Pittsburgh is where offenses go to die. They ain't never been lit like that for real. Like, they are a physical football team, slow-paced team. They ain't never been like that. Ben Johnson is one of the most impressive offensive minds in football. He was the hottest head coach candidate. This is two different worlds.
They just got turned up 2 years ago, Landlord. You act like he had him his whole career.
I ain't talking about that. I'm just telling you that they've been in two different worlds. That's all I'm saying. Two totally different worlds, bro.
Man, I get that.
So they not?
And that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
That's understandable.
That's why there's no way to compare them situations. It's no way. If you just doing it off production. There's no way. Who the hell George Pickens quarterback being, man? Me and you?
You know we had the great Russell Wilson over there, man. You know Russell Wilson was a Pro Bowler last year.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for the support, man. We gotta go. Mr. Sierra will not get no type of credit
Sierra
over here.
crazy.
No, I'm not doing that. Nah.
Mr. Sierra is crazy.
See, he didn't understand what I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to act like George Pickens is way better than him. I'm just saying, bro, if we gonna compare them situations, we gotta compare those players and their skill set. That's the only way it's efficient. The only way. Then you gotta look at another thing. Amon-Ra St. Brown got all kind of weapons around him. All kind. Everybody just sitting there waiting on George Pickens to do something. They all watching him. Yeah, check George Pickens. Like, they doubling them. They shadowing them. It's all about him in Pittsburgh. That's two totally different situations. Like, I just don't see no way you can compare them without just saying, okay, skill set for skill set. That's the only way. So, yeah, and even if I do feel like he's better, it's not like a blowout. I'm not saying he's way better. I just prefer, let's just say I prefer him over him. All right? Let's just say that.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, the skill sets also aren't very comparable. So they do two different jobs. So it's cool. Like I said,
it's a tough comparison.
Like, it's hard to compare an X to a slot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but some of these other ones, like Devontae Smith, that shit don't even count.
What you mean? What you mean?
They don't throw the ball in Philadelphia for me to know.
See that now you want to talk about the situation?
You brought it up.
You just sat up here and let me do all of that trying to tell you that you can't compare them as far as production, bro. We just did that. It's the same
I know,
thing.
and we finna do it again. and then we
No,
finna do it again.
because you on my side on this. Like, bro, I've been feeling like Devontae Smith being held back from Jalen Hurts. I guarantee you, I promise you, bro, Jalen did great, bro. I'm not taking that away from him. But I'm going to say this for a fact, bro. I guarantee you, when Devontae Smith found out he was going to the Eagles, I bet you he would punch an L in his head. He like, God, I just can't get no good quarterback. I guarantee you he would have preferred a real throwing, accurate quarterback and somebody who could have really got the best out of him. That's who Jalen Hurts was not that yet. You know what I'm saying? He's got better. I'm not hating on Jalen. He won the Super Bowl. He did his thing. He made all the plays he's supposed to make. Congratulations, sir. But let's not act like he's the ideal quarterback for a guy like him, especially playing from Alabama. That man ain't want to go over there, bro. That man didn't want to go over there. I promise you that. Man. And he would have, bro, if he would have went anywhere else, he would have went crazy, guaranteed, on my life. That boy be going ballistic right now. I believe on any other team.
And yeah, Ty Church said it best, man. Fuck the Eagles.
Oh, it's always fuck the Eagles. We ain't trap. We ain't stopping that. So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we done talked about wide receiver really. So where you putting the your boy in comparison to all the other niggas in the league.
Okay, we said Chase 1, Justin Jefferson 2,
CD
CD 3. This just the list, the way they lined them up right now.
Good, because that's how they paid. That's how they paid.
DK 4, AJ 5. I think you started talking about somebody like Pickens very soon. You know what I'm saying? I think Waddle should be higher on here. You know what I'm saying? I look at Waddle better than a lot of people.
What about Brian Thomas Jr., who just had 1,400 yards and all them touchdowns?
Yeah,
year one
there.
as a rookie with no quarterback play.
He hooping.
So
yeah.
would you not have him over Pickens right now? Just based on that's all you seen?
Nah, not after 1 year. Pickens
that's all he got.
Pickens been hooping more than 1 year. Like, we can't do that. Hell no.
Well, have Pickens ever had 1,400 yards?
No, he didn't.
Has he ever had double-digit touchdowns?
He didn't. But
all
that's
right,
1 year though. I take multiple years over 1 year. For sure.
Hey, I'm putting Brian Thomas up there till further notice. Now he might go. Listen, Pickens might go out here. This motherfucker have 1,400 yards.
We know not to do that on a rookie hand. I know that's your guy, bro. But after 1 year, hell no. Nah.
With no quarterback.
That's just like them talking about all them quarterbacks be better than Dak after one sensational year. Hell no, I'm not doing that.
But that's
bro, you gotta prove that. I'm sorry.
Listen.
Hell no.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
Not after 1 year, sir. Hell no.
I'm comparing 1 year to 3 years. They comparing 10 years to 1 year. That's the difference. There's a fine difference. There is a difference between trying to say after a decade of my body of work, this nigga that came in and did more in 1 year. That's different.
But can we at least say
3 years to 1?
Can we at least say let him do it again? Because we know after a rookie season, once they get tape on you, you know what I'm saying? That's how you prove that you really like that. When you do it again. When you do it again.
That's fair.
Because if that's the case, is Jaden Daniels better than Dak?
By what metric?
Is he better than Dak at all?
There was nothing he did better than Dak, though. Like they gonna say he got further in the playoffs. Hey, last time I checked, dog, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl, and my guy, the great Warren Moon, never made a conference championship game. We already know that shit don't count for nothing. Yeah. Like that's a team stat. I'm saying when I compare Brian Thomas and I compare Pickens, I compare what they did individually. Brian Thomas had more yards, he had more touchdowns. When you go in there and do that with Dak and Jaden Daniels, you got to use the team stuff. He didn't throw for more touchdowns. He didn't throw for more yards. He didn't have better. That's all I'm saying.
Do you like? Nah, I ain't gonna hold you now. Trevor is not the greatest, but is Trevor better than the quarterbacks that George Pickens played with?
Probably so.
I'm just saying.
But listen, he didn't have Trevor. He had Mac Jones for a large portion of the season.
Mac Jones be hooping though. Y'all got Mac
Jones. Hell no.
Trap.
Roll Tide, goddammit. Y'all gonna leave Mac Jones alone.
It's crazy because I just watched your video when you were talking about the Ron Bland a couple years back, and you talking about Mac Jones threw that motherfucker. He said, I don't know what Mac Jones.
I don't know what the hell he was doing. Mac Jones got a little too much hubris in his blood or something, cause he just thrown the hell out of that motherfucker.
Like he did it earlier. He called him slipping. He
said, I'm gonna try something, goddammit.
You said fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And it was not shame on Jerome.
That boy ran and just threw the ball backwards. Like he was wilding out. He probably was high that game or something. That was crazy.
They were already getting blown out. He was just trying to pull some shit out his ass. He like, some gotta shake. Oh, that damn Mac Jones, man.
Yeah, Mac Jones. Who? Mac motherfucking Jones. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Mac was gonna be much better than that, though. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't act like I'm right all the time.
To your point, though, similar to what we said about Brian Thomas, he had a very good rookie year. He was a Pro Bowl alternate. They made the playoffs.
This is why we don't anoint these boys too soon, bro. That's all.
Hey,
just like CJ. They act like CJ was finna be the GOAT. He had a slump last year.
He did.
You see what I'm saying? After they get a year of tape on you, you know, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And like I said, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. We know it. We know it to be true. We've had these conversations. We know it to be true. But damn it, I'm biased as motherfucker with Brian.
You
Thomas.
biased as hell. That nigga's.
I don't give a fuck.
Brian Thomas over him. Hell no, not after 1 year, man. Relax, man. Relax.
Brian Thomas over every nigga not named CD Lamb, nigga. Let's go.
Relax, sir. You know, you need to relax your little self.
He should have been a Cowboy, man.
Yeah, he should have been. But cause like this another example why we compare skill sets over production. Cause I'm telling you, Calvin really is dope, but he might not have that much production. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's with the fucking Titans. So
he went for 1,000 yards.
If he was on a good team, what do you think he would have done? Like, they situations count, bro. That's why I would just go off a skill set. If you ain't seen them on film, then, you know, I understand we'll have to just, you know, defer. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I gotta compare skill sets if I'm comparing these guys. Tyreek Hill wouldn't be that high no more, I don't think. You think Tyreek still like that?
Of course.
I know he good, but I'm talking about, like, you still think he's same old Tyreek?
He don't look no slower than me.
What was his production last year then?
Shit, he missed a lot of time. Still went for 959.
Damn. Yeah, he's still like that. Shit, he's still like that.
So remember, the year before, he was like the only wide receiver to have more yards than CD Lamb. He had damn near 1,800 yards the year before.
Okay. Shout out to Jeffrey Kai with the $3 cash out, man. I appreciate you, sir. Salute for the support. But yeah, man, I think this could just wrap it up in a bow and we can move on with our life. Pickens is a top 10 talent. I think so, for sure. Real talk. He's a top 10 talent. I just think he's been on a piss poor team.
Talent?
Yes.
I'm trying to see.
So name 10 players that's better than him, in your opinion.
Chase, CD Lamb, Justin Jefferson. Mm-hmm. We still didn't miss.
I'm with you on them.
Let's see. That's 3. I said Chase. I said CD. I said Jefferson. You know who I said, but I'm gonna leave him out for right now.
Get the hell out of here with that one. Like, no.
But listen, he's 6'5", running 4.3. If we talk about talent, you talk about talent.
I know. That's true. I get you on that. But where he run a what? A 4.3?
4.3 at 6'5".
So he run a half a second. He run a second faster than Pickens, and he like about what? About maybe 2 inches taller.
About 2 inches taller, and they both big guys. You know
what I'm saying? Like Pickens is like that too now.
Like, I ain't
running 4.4. I'm saying
like,
this dude running 4.4 at that side.
Yeah, he run a 4.4 at that side.
I can see if he was a 4.5 guy. Like Pickens like that too.
No, man, I need a wide receiver that's 6'6", running 4.2. Man, I want more. I want more from life.
You want a creative player.
I want a creative.
I want one of them on my team too. Goddamn.
I'm on the phone with some labs right now.
But yeah,
make us real though.
You said Chase, CD, Justin.
Jefferson.
Who else?
Let's see.
Tyreek. I give Tyreek
and Waddle. When we talk about the route running, because now we talk about talent. Because when we come to talent,
super talented.
Because he got that speed, that wiggle, that athleticism, and that route running. Like it's a hard combination.
He ridiculous. I'm not gonna hold.
All right. We talk about talent, because talent, I'll leave somebody like Brown off, because he's just somebody that's really dope at what he does.
Somebody like who? AJ Brown.
I said I'll leave St. Brown off.
Oh, St. Brown.
He a nigga that's a hard worker. Like he
was like a second round pick, wasn't it?
3rd round pick.
See that what I'm saying? Like the draft gonna have to go off of straight talent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be wrong though, but they basically projecting you out for what your talent says you are. So
they were wrong as hell.
They was wrong than a mother. Yeah, they was wrong as mother.
Say what you say? Oh, Drake. What would you say about Drake London? Because they basically the same player.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't too familiar with him. I know him. I know what he do, but I can't say like my own custom take on them. You know what I'm saying? So I just say I have to defer on that one.
All right, because I'm gonna give you some stuff on Drake London. 6'4", 215, number 8 overall pick, out of USC. Last year was his best year as a pro. He went for 1,271 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, so somebody said Scary Terry.
No.
I'll take Pickens.
I'll take Pickens. And it really also got to think about age.
It got to do with age too, yeah. Because I'm thinking the same thing. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. Out of respect, I might have to still pick Evans. I might have to still pick Evans because that dude different, bro. For real. This dude that had 1,000 yards ever since he came out the womb. So I mean, and he gonna do it again next year. He's just gonna be old, just getting thousands and thousands of yards. So I can't put him over Evans for some reason. Like, I don't know why. With youth, he probably is, but I'm just not gonna do it.
Malik Neighbors.
Oh, he ain't. Malik better than him.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
That's talent and skill set. I'm not going off for he got 1 year too though, don't he?
He got 1 year.
Nah, he got 2 years.
One.
2 years. Oh,
they in the same draft class.
Okay. I get it to you. I can't give Malik that, but damn, that boy cold. Malik cold. Malik cold, bro.
I'm giving you. We talk about talent. Malik.
If we talking about talent, bro, Malik cold as hell, bro. He better.
We talk about talent. Malik Neighbors. We talk about talent. Marvin Harrison Jr. We talk about talent.
Okay, look at this. I would trade Malik Neighbors and Pickens right now. Swear to God. So I'm just being real, bro. Like, just being real about it. I'm taking that. Ask yourself that. I think that's a good measuring stick. If they said let's trade Pickens and Neighbors straight up, would you do it?
Fuck yeah.
I would.
Excuse my French.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm talking about in a heartbeat. I do it. And that ain't no shade at Pickens. Neighbors just that boy cold, bro. He's just like that.
Yeah,
so
hurt.
yeah, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him now. And screw the Giants, man. Goddamn.
Trap.
I'm just saying.
Cowboys Thanos said if Dak didn't get hurt in 2020, CD would have 5 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons.
I
which
believe
is very
so
true.
too. Yep.
He had over 900, and we had what was that boy name? Andy Dalton. Then we had the boy from the Arena League throwing the ball at one point. We had Ben DiNucci out there, boy, slanging it.
Yeah. We already kind of got our subject, but I see we got a lot of people in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We appreciate y'all stopping in for the win. But yeah, man. I guess let's just do this exercise because it's too fun. I don't want to stop. Sorry. I don't want to stop. So just name your receiver and I'll let you know if I'm taking them over Pickens. Just name them.
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett kind of nice too. Right now he young too, ain't he?
Super young.
I think he's slightly.
Were they in the same draft class? Maybe they might have been in the same draft class.
Let me see. Hold on, Wilson. He came out.
Or was it a year after? Let me see.
He came out in 2022.
Okay, when did Pickens come out?
I think Pickens was like, let me see.
2022.
They both came out.
George Pickens had to come out 2022 because this is last year his rookie deal.
So to be fair, the draft said he was better because Pickens fell to the second in that same draft.
Yeah. Chris Olave was also somebody they thought was better.
But if we sit back and look at him, right, just being fair, Garrett Wilson is 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Pickens is 6'4", going crazy.
It's speed and route running.
And
Garrett
fast.
Garrett Wilson had the route running the speed. He was a 4.3 guy, running routes like a madman.
I think that one too tough for me to do. I don't know about that one.
Same for Chris Olave. Like Chris Olave was a 4.39 guy, excellent route running and stuff coming out of.
Okay, it's too close, so I'll say this. I don't think I'll trade him straight up right now. I don't think so.
For Garrett Wilson or
for Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
I
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
right now, straight up, no.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. I think he dope.
We should have had him. He had his coming out party last year. He didn't do shit his rookie year, but this last year he had like 1,200 yards, some shit like that.
That'll sound like you hustling backwards though. If we said, okay, we going straight up Jackson Smith for Pickens, I think that's a no.
Yeah, the only thing you get with him is the extra time on the contract. That's
okay.
it.
Let's do it, man. This is fun. I like this. Hey, y'all hit them like buttons, hit them shout buttons if you're enjoying this. Cause we finna go through all of them, and this gonna tell us a lot, I think. I want y'all to participate too. Let us know if you like it, if you would do it or not.
Ooh, Zay Flowers a good one.
You know, that's my guy too. I like Zay, but he's a midget. Pause. I'm sorry. Take that back. He's a little person.
Well, we are already, we canceled. We
canceled
just got
already.
back. We just got back.
Oh, you gotta say what game we playing. We basically saying what wide receiver would we take over George Pickens. We naming all the receivers that we can name, the best guys in the business, and we trying to find out where we want to rank Pickens at. So I think the best way to do it is we trying to see like, okay, if we'll trade for him straight up, then he's better. If we won't, then he probably not. So we trying to find where are we putting Pickens at amongst the top of the top wide receivers in the league.
I know exactly somebody I can name.
Y'all throw some names out there because they was cooking. Zay Flowers, I love Zay too, but he's just so I can't do it. I wouldn't do it right now.
Jordan Addison.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
All right, let's throw another one out there. Let's see. I'm trying to think of somebody.
JB said this is messy. I don't think so. I think it's effective though, JB. We just trying to figure it out.
Let's see. This one we ain't got no information on, but I still gonna throw it out there.
Who?
Ted McMillan. Cause we haven't seen it yet.
I can't.
But he was a top 10 pick.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't do it right now. I feel like we got better because we got a dude that's proven in the league already. We ain't seen what Tech gonna do. We got to start.
Devontae Adams.
Right now or Devontae Adams? Because I think he's not Devontae Adams no more. I ain't saying he's sorry, but I don't think he's peak level Devontae no more.
I mean, listen, if he was still peak level Devontae Adams,
he wouldn't be on all these different teams either.
I would just say it's a scary world if he would, because you got to think about it.
I might have to give it to Adams on this one. I don't know. I might have to give it to him.
But think about how he ended up on these different teams. He left Green Bay to go play with his college homeboy in Derek Carr. Then they got rid of Derek Carr the very next year, right? Because he wanted the team back up. They went to college together, set all those records. That's his homeboy. He left there to go play with him. With the Raiders, they got rid of him. Since they got rid of his homeboy, he forced his way out from over there to go play with Aaron Rodgers, who got him the bag before. And then Aaron Rodgers left.
Yeah.
So he was like, fuck. All right.
So would y'all trade for Adams right now? Adams for Pickens right now. Would y'all do it? Let me know. Shout out to Lou in the building. Would you do it right now, Lou? Would you trade Devontae Adams for George Pickens? I mean, George Pickens for Devontae Adams right now.
I couldn't do it just because of the age.
The age is killing me, but it's like, that's a tough one.
It's Devontae Adams though, nigga. But I know.
Yeah, it's like it's screaming. It's like a light. It's like, it's in your face.
Yeah,
I see people saying no though. I think the age. See, the only thing that's holding this back from being like the greatest way to do this is the fact that when you trading, you gotta add age and stuff into it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's the only downfall to this situation we got here. If you add an age to it, it's like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Because listen, if this had been in the off season before we had a George Pickens, I would be trying to hold Jerry Jones hostage to get Devontae Adams in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now that we got the young George Pickens and there's a good chance we can keep him, like if you 30, I might have to do you dirty. You can't be around no more.
Yeah, they in the same prime, Lou. I'm on that same time. They fit the same timeline. I think if this be just a great successful season for Pickens, bro, I think we'll be crazy to let him go. Real talk. We'll be crazy. You got a perfect situation.
They'll franchise tag him before they let him walk.
You got a perfect situation, bro. You got two prime receivers in their prime, and they both stars. You got a superstar and you got a star, I feel like. So, bro, you'll be crazy to let that go. If it can be done, you need to get it done. So, hey, name some more people. I seen a good one, though. What about good old Pookie?
Puka Nacua?
Yeah. My boy Pookie might, I don't know. Pookie be going crazy, bro. Like, for real.
It will hurt this year, though.
True.
So, he had that amazing rookie season. He was all-pro. He was a little banged up this year. I think I keep Pickens over Pookie.
I think I have to, too. I think I'm keeping Pickens. Nico Collins a good one, too. Nico be hooping, but he hurt, too.
Let's see.
Nico be going crazy, too, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That boy be going off. I think I still keep Pickens, though.
Yeah, and Nico's only 26.
That boy be going crazy.
6'4" at that. He even taller than George Pickens.
Damn.
He's even taller. And he had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons for the first time in his career.
That's my suspicion, too, Lou. I ain't saying he ain't dope, but certain systems gonna uplift some of these people. I'm just sorry. Let's see. Let's get a couple of more names, and then we probably can just move along after that.
We should. I want to touch on this UFL stuff.
Yeah, the UFL stuff. Yeah.
So we need to run through the UFL stuff before the game starts. All
right, we'll stop having fun then, man. You know what I'm saying? But we might have to do this again. Put this on the show, like, cause this is interesting. I'm very high on Pickens. I'll say that. I might be a little higher on him than he is, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Damn. Hold on. Go back to that. Go back to that last one. Defense last season, points allowed, 20th. Total yards allowed, 12th. Rushing yards allowed. They have the best rushing defense, nigga. They only allow 86 yards. All right, that's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. All right, I'm gonna trust in Flus to get it together. Now he do play a lot of zone. I don't know how you feel about that, Landlord. He is a heavy cover 3, cover 2 utilizer. I don't know how you feel about that, but he can stop the run.
I think our corners are flourishing zone. Honestly, we got ball hawking corners. So if you can keep their eyes on the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? I think they'll go crazy in that way. Like Trey and Bland, if they can keep their eyes on the quarterback, that's gonna be a tough ball to complete on them boys, because they already watching you. You know what I'm saying? And they instincts is crazy. So they might actually flourish in a zone scheme.
I'm fine with that. I know a lot of people are concerned after the playoff loss because they played a lot of zone that game and got, humiliated. But,
Yeah. Hopefully it's zone match, though, because I think that's more effective. You know what I'm saying? But
all right. So the reason we're even looking at the UFL stuff, Jerry Jones and them have been very vocal that they're going to spend the block on the UFL again this year. So this is the UFL all defensive team. If I got to shop at the UFL, I want the best of the best of the best. All right. So these were the best defenders. Also, this is not a segue, but one of the best corners in the UFL this year was Kelvin Joseph, and he just went to jail. For killing a woman while he was intoxicated in a vehicular accident that happened yesterday. So I hate to hear it. He had a path back to the National Football League. Him and Devon Baker happened in Dallas. Happened yesterday.
For real?
He
I
drunk
did
driving.
not know that.
Drunk driving killed a woman on a motorcycle.
Wow. I'm thinking that was the stuff from last year. I mean, you remember when he had the other stuff going on?
Yeah, it wasn't about the drive-by.
That's crazy.
He got drunk, allegedly, because they haven't convicted him yet, but allegedly he was drunk, DWI, killed a young woman while she was operating a motorcycle. She was only 27 years old. So peace and blessings to her family. Hope justice prevails. Hopefully she didn't have any children. It's a horrible situation. But my point of saying all that is to say this, young man, if you're in position to do something with your life, make sure you take full accountability. Make sure that you take full responsibility. Your life can change in an instant. You know what I'm saying? Henry Ruggs was in the middle. He was in the middle of his best season. He was on track to have over 1,100 yards as a wide receiver in the National Football League, and he's been in the pen for killing a person in a car wreck. You got all the money in the world, man. You ain't gotta drive your vehicle. You can get an Uber, you can get a Lyft, you can get a chauffeur. Really flex on these niggas. You ain't gotta go out here and put your life in danger, anybody else's life in danger. Own that. And I'm not finna sit here and talk on a high horse. I done drove drunk before. I done been under influence and then killed myself before as well. When I had my accident, I was on them time release. I was on them school buses. I wrapped my shit around a pole. They said my leg was turning the opposite direction. They don't know how I survived, but I'm here. So I come to y'all from a place of speaking from experience, man. You don't have to put yourself in situations like that, man. You don't. You're risking your life. You're risking the lives of other people, man. So be mindful. Be blessed, and be safe out here, man. But that's all I really wanted to say.
Yeah, man. That's unfortunate right there. Man had all that opportunity in front of him. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I hate it for our young man, man. I hate it for us. You know what I'm talking about, because I want better for us. You know what I'm saying? This ain't. Kelvin Joseph was a knucklehead, but he was still a kid, man. All the things I say about Kelvin Joseph, about how he was sorry as a motherfucker when he was playing, about the interview and stuff like that. He's still somebody's child. He's still a young man himself. And, I hate that for him. Hopefully, he get a second chance on life after he, do the thing that he does. But, It is what it is, man. He said, same here, Henny. Back in 2017, I messed up too, but I've been doing good now. Hey, salute to you, Azteca.
Salute.
Yeah.
We not perfect out here, man.
Nah, we ain't perfect.
A lot of people gonna cast judgment and say that they never did this and never did that. Like, we all done stuff that we didn't have no business doing. Did we end up making a fatal mistake? Maybe not. But just as easy as it was him, it could have been us too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know it sucks. You irresponsible for doing that, but let's not act like we never done stuff that we shouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Indeed, man. That's why I said prayers for the families, man. Prayers for Joseph's, because his mama and his daddy ain't do none of that. So I pray that they don't have to hear none of this. Y'all some crazy motherfuckers. Don't be out here harassing this family about some shit like that to happen, man. Y'all do weird shit like that. So prayers to his family, prayers to the woman's family. But yeah, I had to touch on that real quick. I had to touch on that.
True. But
so his teammate, DeAndre Baker, former first round pick of the New York Giants. He is one of the better corners in the UFL right now. They were one of the best tandems in the UFL, but he is one of the best corners in the UFL. I know that corner is a place that we are sort of depleted at because of injury. There's no guarantee Rev will be ready to play. There's no guarantee when Butler them be back. We don't know how long it's gonna be before Trayvon Diggs plays. So if you wanted to bring in DeAndre Baker, like, hey man, how many sugars you like in your coffee? You like some cream in it? You can bring him in for a cup of coffee, right? A player that's not listed here that I really think high of is Isaiah Buggs, a defensive tackle. I wouldn't mind bringing him in. for a cup of coffee. We already tried to bring Willie Harvey in. It didn't work out. I'm not sure why Willie Harvey couldn't make the team, but that's somebody interesting to look at. Really, I want to get defensive tackles, and I want to get a corner maybe. We're doing defense. I would prefer a defensive tackle and a corner. Joe Wallace, I wouldn't mind bringing Joe Wallace in for a cup of coffee. If you a fat, nasty, rude bastard, and you can play some football, I might need to have you in here with the Dallas Cowboys. Now he undersized defensive tackle. That's probably why he ain't stuck. He's not even 6 feet tall. He's only about 290 something pounds. But if he could play, bring him in. You know what I'm saying? Bring him in. I want all the fat people. He probably a little undersized for my liking, honestly though. He probably can play, but he a little too little. Isaiah Bugg got the size. But out of these names though, Landlord, I ain't gonna ask your names because I know you just know the damn Birmingham paper champions. That's all you know. What position would you target if we're targeting UFL guys? Now, Landlord, you leave me on here? Did you abandon me, Landlord?
Oh, I didn't know I was muted. Maybe a defensive tackle, maybe a linebacker or something like that, a corner. The things that we need to hit on and have depth. Yeah, I be giving them boys a cup of coffee and trying to see what's happening.
All right, let's see. I wonder what is Perion Winfrey. Let me see what Perion is. Cause I need to see if he a defensive tackle. I need to be trying to. Here you go, Perion Winfrey. Used to play for the Browns. He a defensive tackle. He's 6'3", about 300 pounds.
My bad.
Damn.
I ain't have to shoot you like that. My fault.
All right, shit, I'm scared that you say nothing now. Okay. Oh, all right, damn. That's
Finger
a no
on the
then.
trigger, man. My bad. Finger on the trigger at all times. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's move forward though. Let's move forward because I want to get through this offense because we only got a couple minutes. I'm gonna go watch this game. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to watch the UFL. This is what I want to talk about it. So let's show the offense. All right, we finna get out of here. Running backs. We gonna look at running backs.
You want to watch them Stallions, huh? Win this other championship. I feel.
Go ahead. They finna lose. They finna lose horribly. Just so you know. I hope the niggas lose. I hope they don't score a point.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes. But who is these people? Do you know these people, man?
No. Sorry.
All right. Jacob Sailors is a running back. Let me see. Let me look at who he bring up the rushing leaders. If they go to the rushing leaders, I know we got that clip up there.
Is next.
It's one of them. No, that's Kevin Joseph stuff. Flip it.
I don't know if you sent it.
Oh, I sent it. You just ain't shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it be like that sometimes. Don't worry, I'll read it off my phone out of the messenger where I sent it to you. Don't worry.
Okay. Do your thing.
That's so fucking messy, ain't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's easy when you ain't producing that. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You could just talk your crap. Go ahead.
Hey, and I love that you produce too. It took so much of a burden off of me. And this is the thanks I give you after all that.
Exactly.
It's crazy. So yeah, like I was saying, the rushing yards leader that I did send to you. Deshaun Corbin, 514 yards. Jacob Sailors, 499. So Jacob Sailors was the second leading rusher. Deion Jackson.
Yeah, running back will be good to look at too. Them boys probably hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would love to bring a running back in. So Jacob Sailors was one of the best running backs in the UFL. Jashawn Corbin was one of the best. Deion Jackson, Day Hunter is crazy. Like that's your real name. Do you go by that? Did you just like Friday? Next Friday, I want to know, like, how did your name end up Day Day? And Nate McCary. So those were the 5 best rushers in the UFL, and now it's 2:00. So Landlord, what do you have to say? Because I'm finna go watch the fuck out the show.
What I gotta say about one of those
about life? Yeah, about life.
I don't know them guys, but hey, if they hungry and you know what I'm saying, trying to get a check, come holler at us. You know what I'm saying? If you can run better than the guys we got, you know what I'm saying, come through. That's all I can say.
Same here. And if you can stop the run so we can have fun and our defense won't be buns, you know, bring your fat ass on over here to Death Row.
I should have went to that game, low key.
You should have, but you know, look at you missing on opportunities.
Nah, my kids ain't here, so I would have took them, but they ain't here. So it's like I want to go by myself. Huh?
That sounds so. You were there to work, sir. You were trying to have fun.
I mean,
you were trying to have family time and stuff. You were up here enjoying life and stuff.
So when I first seen it, I'm like, I could take my son them there, and then I realized that they wasn't gonna be here. So I was just like, never mind.
That's so sad.
But yeah, man, I think it's about that time. We gave y'all an hour and 30-something minutes. Finna get ready to go watch these Birmingham back-to-back champion Birmingham Stallions, you know what I'm saying? The greatest team in UFL history. Hey, the personification of him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Salute to them Birmingham Mighty Stallions, you know what I'm saying? Arkansas ain't even got a team because they sorry, you know what I'm saying? We already know that. But salute to my hometown Birmingham Stallions, and hey, go win another championship, 4 in a row. That's what we on. But hey, man, we appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with your boys, man. Cowboys Convos. Hey, we're going to make this a staple show. We're going to make sure we give y'all at least one of these a week. We working on that. So if y'all enjoy this, man, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you support this, man, because that's what gets us going. We can't do this without y'all. So we do need y'all help to make sure this gets in the algorithm, and me and him have enough motivation to make sure we do this for y'all. So, hey, we appreciate y'all support, though. Real talk. What you got? You got some last words here?
Yeah, man. I got to give my list of championships that matter more.
We ain't doing that because you get cut off, mic muted, and all kind of stuff. We ain't doing that.
That's too bad.
Hey, we don't know what he's saying right now because, you know what I'm saying, we ain't playing that no more. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the Double Dutch Championship.
Nope.
Yep.
He's still talking crazy. See, you know, when you take president and take your time and produce a show, you know what I'm saying, you can do stuff like this. So, hey, if he gonna start talking with some sense, then we'll, you know what I'm saying, we'll participate. So let's see what he doing.
Thank you, hallelujah. The bug catching competition.
You back?
Bug catching.
You still talking crazy? Oh shit! But
Double Dutch,
man, say your
national
piece so we can go, man. All this hate is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know you're gonna be the superstar at the haters ball. You already said that. So chill out.
As long as you know. So listen, man. My final words, man. Fuck the Stallions.
Wow.
Dallas Cowboys shining like medallions. Cowboys by 90 when we play the Eagles.
Man, that's crazy. He's so disrespectful. And then you see how he be talking crazy. That's why he put the shades on so he can go hide afterwards. So he's just a wild boy. He leave the show and go straight to witness protection. So that's crazy. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Salute. And hey, I don't know if he know why, but we know why they hate on the Cowboys. You know why?
Why?
Because we are the greatest. That's why, man. I don't know nothing about that. Salute to all the people that's rocking. We appreciate y'all, man. Have a great rest of y'all day. And listen to this heat on the way out. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me, they see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble stuff ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say their words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the doubters see you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These dudes ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. To know that I kill it, these are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the doubters see you make it, and show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You already know they want to try to hate on our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.